An immensely proud moment for all of the young women taking to the field today, and for Wales, led by Gwennon Hopkins, a fully fledged Welsh international. She is one of a few, including Tilly Vuchai, who has got a big role to play in the power stakes with Robin Davis, the second row pairing. In the backs, Freya Bell is the vice captain. In the centres with Hannah Tudor, Amy Williams of Brecon Thunder is a threat at fullback, and Sian Jones and Hannah Marshall will guide things in the halfback role. For France, it is Toulouse's Lou Robohan, who is not just captain of this French under-21s team, she is captain of the Toulouse senior side. Maëlys Mailangi was training with the seniors in Grenoble last week. Her and Amalia Bazola are a formidable pairing at prop. And Lilou Pedusol is an incredibly exciting talent, wearing 9 on her back, as is Aili Treguet, the other under-19-year-old in the back line. A Toulouse pairing with Charlie Goya in the midfield. Amongst the replacements, Liz Cook, the North Carolina native, pulls on a Welsh jersey for the first time, wearing 18. And in the middle, we have an Italian in Beatrice Smusi, who herself was an Italian under-18 downhill ski champion. She will be navigating the slopes of the under-21 series here today in the capital of the Principality. Wales versus France in the Six Nations Under-21 series underway, and France with a first carry under their belt, riding high off the back of an undefeated under-18s festival that was played out across the border at Wellington College only weeks ago, and already seeing the offloading DNA. But Wales pouncing, and on the outskirts of the 22, Molly Wakely, the hooker, steps in, and then some nice footwork evades the oncoming challenges of the back row pairing of Peralé and Roboam. Jones driving the tempo, Marshall delivering wider, and Hannah Tudor almost gliding away. Bit of a fumble, then a forward pass, and France have some advantage to work with. Wales clinging onto the jersey of Fulatu.
Advantage, offside number 8.
And now the hands do the talking. Good read and a big shot coming from Gabby Heelan.
Let's go back.
But we come back for the initial knock-on from Wales. And for the first time, we get to say hello, or nos wai tha, to former Wales captain Philippa Tuttiett.
Good evening to you too. Yeah, what an exciting opportunity here for these Welsh players, playing against, like you say, one of the most formidable under-21s team in this French outfit. So many of those players could be playing in senior level rugby. But a real good opportunity for these Welsh players to challenge themselves, and so far put up a good defensive effort. You're going to see a lot of play like you do with the seniors with this French team. They use their carriers, very strong ball carriers, but also they've got that fluidity of play in the back line as well.
Well, both these sides mirroring one another in preparation. They're both embedded with the senior sides, training as enhanced sort of 46-50 groups. And Treguet stretches her legs and just drives through the challenges of Wales. Goya on the inside. The Toulouse duo combine to try scoring effect within minutes of the arms part.
Wow, they made that look easy, didn't they? Beautiful passing skills then. A bullet of a pass, fast, accurate passing amongst the backs. Led to them getting on the outside edge here. Look at that bend, so strong. Ball in 2 hands as well. Coaches will be pleased to see that. She's got options left and right. She picks off the inside pass.
You've got shot clock there.
2 young women who have been plying their trade in French Sevens senior jerseys. And you can see precisely why. Precision of passing, pace in the finish, and a club connection, both in the red and black of Toulouse at Elite 1 level. My Levy can't add the extras, but it's a fast start for France.
Very fast start. Initially Wales managing to pin them in their own half, but one break like that, that's a warning shot for Wales. They're going to have to be a bit more aggressive in the outside backs when they come up on a defensive charge.
Wales kick long and invite France
Stay. Okay.
to put boot to ball themselves. Oh, the control was almost immaculate from Williams, but instead it pops up kindly into French hands. Just see the power oozing from every carry early from Anaïs Perralet. Another one who plays for Toulouse. Beautiful pass wrapped round the back of the tackle, and then it's Karmeshak, the second row. The game settling, but France playing Bazola, this time the facilitator, but then it's transferred into the hands of the powerful tight head. And then it's time to try and matador a few Welsh tackles. France playing some beautiful offload and supporting rugby, but pulled back for just the faintest of forward passes.
Yeah, great intent from the French player, getting her arms free, going for that offload, but unfortunately forward pass.
That's the mark.
Look how quickly they're keeping it alive there on the deck, offloading. They really want to play with some tempo.
There is a French-Polynesian flavour to that front row, with Mailangi and Bazola hailing from Wallis and New Caledonia.
Bind.
And there is given the French men's senior team the likes of Yoram Moefana and Pietro Malvaca, part of this Pacific connection that they have, a talent pipeline, and the power producing a penalty early at scrum time.
On the other side.
So to the corner France go. Interestingly, when they were playing as under-18s a few weeks ago, France, every penalty they got, it was tap and go. They were just playing. There wasn't any calling for scrums or going to the corner, but a bit more structure being embedded as they rise through the age groups. And an uncontested claim, and Wales try and sack it at source. It's a crunching tackle to deny a Frenchwoman. But now the big runners arrive in the shape of Goya. One try already, close to a second. Then the turn of Perralet. Committed defence from Wales. Here comes Bazola, the bulldozer. No chance from that range for a solitary Welsh defender, and France have their second.
But it was really impressive with that carry then. Quite often you'll see players running against the grain where she actually looked to get onto an arm. She looked to get onto a shoulder, an outside arc. So you go right back to the line out here, taken really well. They got the initial rumble on it, but some good scramble defence there from Wales. Halted that. We just see the run that the forward makes now. Look, she's going on the outside edge. She's trying to go in between players rather than just running straight over players.
We talk about experience. It's her fourth under-20s campaign, Amalia Bazola. And Levy, on this occasion, slots the conversion, and France have a dozen on the board.
Very impressive young outfit, aren't they? Clinical at the moment. Every time they're in the 22, they are converting. This is going to be a really difficult challenge for Wales. They've got to try and impose their game somewhere.
An eye on every player out here in blue, attached to a team in the Elite 1, which would be the French league mirroring the PWR in England. And crossfield kick. Bounces off a few bits of anatomy, but first and foremost it was forward off a French woman, so Wales can build with a carry from their captain, Hopkins. Narrow side is the option.
Let's go back on the advantage.
Until the poor pass creates
We had a no-con blue.
a bit of a messy scene, so we come back for the scrum.
Scrum, red. No-con blue. What? That's the mark, please.
Wow, that was high and taking the 9. The 9, of course, a protected species these days in the game of rugby, and Lisa Burgess, a World Rugby Hall of Famer there, who's overseeing this Under-21s programme. 4 World Cups. An old teammate of yours, Philippa.
Yeah, she certainly is. Actually, one of the few times that Wales actually beat France, we were playing together back in 2006. Yes, I was very young back then.
Will history repeat itself again with Burgess at the helm? Wales get it through the hands. It's a crafty kick to spin that flat French line, and the race is on for Kelsey Webster, who clatters Lilou Pedusol. It'll be a goal line dropout, but good pressure exerted, and Webster not shy of the physical elements of the game.
Behind the kicker,
Yeah,
please.
really good chase on that, wasn't it? Really good urgency, put pressure on.
Behind the kicker, behind.
They're going to want to try and gather this now and make some sort of attacking shape. Keep that pressure on France.
France just about clear the 22, and it's a purposeful return. And Wales in the heart of the French 22. Building here. Oh, some confusion over who the pass was intended for, and maybe a hint of a knock-on from the French, so Wales do escape. But just that indecision, almost their undoing.
Yeah, they had a beautiful attacking shape, lots of players in position to take the ball, just unfortunately no one actually put their name on it. Maybe just a little bit of nerves there, but you can't have that. Opposition 22, you've got to put a name on it, you've got to want that ball.
Catherine Baverstock and Molly Wakely and Elan Jones, the Welsh trio at the coalface. Baverstock, seen her more as a flanker and a hooker in her embryonic days as a player. Now a loose head. She was an England 18s and 20s player, but now featuring for Wales and part of a scrum
Move lateral blue.
that delivers a penalty.
Here.
Hannah Marshall is going to look for touch, and Baverstock, just like Marshall, products of the university scene. That's a beautifully swerved touch finder that
22.
they weren't sure about. I thought it snuck in,
Yeah,
Philippa.
it did just have a bit of a curve on it, didn't it? Ah, frustrating for the young fly half. She wants to try and get it as close as possible. That wind does come sort of left to right, so potentially it got taken with the wind bit there.
Wales, though, have possession back, and they're getting some phases now. Lucy Isaac advancing the cause, but turned over, and France in transition is a dangerous beast. Treguet, so difficult to drag down. And now the hands freed up. The intention was telegraphed, but it's one thing to know, it's another to stop, and then the rest of the pack come flooding through. The offload from Kami Shack finds Welsh hands, and there's no one at home for France. A scramble to repopulate the backfield. Levy
Back blue, go back blue.
regathers
Back. Number 2.
and drops it short of touch.
Penalty.
Bell gets hit hard by Treguet,
You are in the 10 meters.
who was offside.
Offside.
And that little passage has put a bit of life into the arms part from a Welsh perspective.
Yeah, great impact there from Freya Bell. She was the player that put the initial kick in behind. Good chase up, put force pressure on that kick, which didn't make touch. And Wales capitalised now with some territory.
Here, blue, please.
Freya Bell, who formed an impressive partnership with Sav Picton Powell, who would have been in with a shout of a Wales senior call-up or cap this Six Nations when she was at Cardiff Met University. And Bell, the vice-captain, with a carry that is inspired, a drive that is making real progress.
Get away! No, Blue, get away!
Step by step, turn by turn,
She goes on the
Wales
floor.
fight to get the ball to ground, and they do so successfully. Bell hurtles
Back.
into a French defender. The ball is lightning quick, and Jones almost scampers through.
Number 7. Offside.
But the French captain is penalised.
Wait, number 8. Captain. Too many penalties, especially on the offside.
Yeah.
Okay, go back more. Thank you. Come on. Number 7, offside on the ruck.
Hopkins taps, delivers it to Vuchai. Halted 4 metres shy, then the wrap around, bit of disguise and
That's a
deception.
goal!
But the French tentacles wrap round the Welsh runner, and as more women in blue arrive, hope fades of the ball coming out, and
Scrum.
some
Blue.
impassioned language also spilling through the mics there. Our apologies. But
Yeah.
France standing firm, but Wales having a real crack.
Front row, and it's stability, both sides, okay? Stability.
Wales unfortunately just losing that physical battle. It was a very good technical tackle there from the French backs, getting underneath the ball. It makes it so difficult to drop to your feet then. Gets under the ball, held her up. Moore wasn't going anywhere, so they get the possession.
Crouch! Bind!
Let's go!
Set! Stay. Ball out!
France break, and it's a thunderous tackle on
Scrum
Pedusol.
Okay,
Knocked on by
advantage.
an arm in the tackle, which
Knock on.
feels like scant return
Back.
for such a crunching shot.
Get back.
But it's an insurance policy for France.
Behind the kicker.
Who will look to
Stay.
box clear.
Okay. Number 5. Okay.
Just holds up and
Runs
swirls
over.
in the wind. It's well watched by Amy Williams, who herself is dished up. Big tackle. But Wales, sustained pressure in the French half here. It's a thorough examination. It's a brilliant clear out from Hannah Tudor,
Touched.
but not timely enough.
Yeah, that's it, just not quick enough, unfortunately. Dean, the player on the ground, holding on. It was a good challenge at the breakdown from France. It was a lovely cut back inside. Found sort of half a gap there.
Numbers. 5.
Alina Folletu
Let's go. No.
with a throw in challenging conditions. This wind sweeping from left to right, so behind the backs of the Welsh, and
Contest.
proving the undoing of Folletu.
Sorry. Okay. Come with you, Captain. Okay.
All things you got to learn
the
at this
second row.
level. You can speak to the referee, but only through the captain.
She's the second row.
That is the whole purpose of this series as well. Those little nuances of becoming a
What,
professional.
Is it for blood?
I mean, someone who's going to have no problems is that French woman there. I mentioned before, Captain Toulouse. She led them to the French final last year, and she's here competing in the under-21s. It's such a reservoir of experience and talent that the French have at their disposal at the moment.
That's incredible, isn't it? A young player like that. captaining one of the best domestic teams in France. I mean, that's just incredible.
Okay.
There's
Girls,
been a big shift in France.
Water out, please.
A big emphasis on the development of their pathways. It's very club orientated, mostly top 14 clubs in the Elite One. The aim is to make it fully professional in 2 to 3 years, with a lot of the onus on the clubs. And interestingly, in France, girls play with boys until they're 15 years old, and then they are split. But if you're an elite player, you also continue to train with boys up until you're 18. And we're seeing the pace that exists in the feet of Mel, who double pumps and dishes, and then the hands of Goya let them down. Would have been in for a second, but instead it is Wales with ball in hand, looking to clear their 22, which they do successfully. And you've got to be sharp, because France will always try and catch you while you're napping. Here comes Mel. We've already seen the speed of her feet. She gets hit hard by Freya Bell, but now Tregouet with room to run, and a pump action fen flattening Welsh women en route to the paint. A finish full of French power, and Eileen Tregouet on the score sheet.
Wow, what a run from her. Tregouet, absolutely brilliant. They shift the ball. It should have gone here. They had the overlap, but they still managed to recycle. Gets the offload. Lovely pass from the number 8 coming round. But look at these fens. 1, 2, 3, 4 Welsh players trying to come in and tackle her. It's just when you get that fen timed to perfection, you can get it in the center of the chest like that. As a defender, it is so hard to do anything about it. Unbelievable strength by the player.
Got 10.
Levy sneaks it inside the left upright, and France moved to 19 courtesy of this individual's extraordinary fend. The bad news is for World Rugby, if you're not French, is that there's 2 of them, because she's got a sister, Alana, who was captaining the under-18s in similar fashion as well a few weeks ago. Sister Alana deployed at number 8 and at outside centre throughout the Under-18s festival. So you could potentially see 2 Tregouets in the midfield one day.
Stay blue.
Mel, who started it all with that break.
Let's go backward. Stay 13.
Misjudged by Levy, and a 50-22 threatening. But the bounce of the ball, kind to the French.
Keep retired, 2.
Williams fancies another run, sees a gap, backs herself, and gives us a glimpse of the threat that she possesses. Knocked on in the tackle by France, so Wales can play with advantage, just drifting to collect the pass. Heelan gets caught, woman and ball. And now Lucy Isaac relishes the physical confrontation. It's on here for Wales if the hands can be crisp.
You were right, they worked so hard, sucking the French defence over to the right-hand side. There was a mismatch of numbers, but unfortunately handling wasn't quite with them.
It's a scrum.
Yeah, ball going to ground there. Oh, that'll be frustrating. That's a real opportunity lost there for Wales. Loving the ambition here of the Welsh fullback. Amy Williams just looks up, spots a bit of space, pins her ears back.
Very exciting player. missed a big stint last season through a shoulder injury.
Set.
Spent a lot of her early development on the wing, but has found her fullback calling with Brethon Thunder in the Celtic Challenge. Good defensive read, but still France keep it alive. Mel loses the ball over her shoulder, and that is a consequence of real defensive pressure from Wales.
Scrum here.
They've got real ambition to keep the ball alive, haven't they? Anytime they take a hit, their arms are free. They're looking for that offload every time.
Crouch. Bind. Up. Okay. I want to see the gap. Okay. You're too close. Okay. I'm coming this side. That's the mark.
Here we go, Will! Here we go, Will!
Let's go straight, please. Okay.
3!
Let's go straight.
Attractive attacking platform for Wales here. There's a decent blind side to work with, but
Crouch.
all of their weapons stacked to the left.
Bind.
Gabby Heelan having shifted across inside
Set.
of Hannah Marshall.
Stay.
Stability for Jones to spark things. Had a couple of goes at the ball, and then the passing is off it.
Con of the scrum.
It all looked incredibly clunky, and it's unsurprising
No con of the number 9.
to see the knock-on awarded to France.
Number 9 knocked on the ball. Scrum.
Philippa, France leading by 19 on the board, but we have spent the lion's share of this half in the French half. Wales just can't quite find that penetration to pierce their defence.
Yeah, and you know what, this will be one of those frustrating ones. They look back and see that there have been opportunities that they've created for themselves. It's just been that they haven't been able to keep hold of the ball for long enough to really expose them. But they're certainly in this. You know, after those initial 2 early tries, I was a bit fearful for Wales. But Wales have really managed to force their game onto France and get into this and really challenge them.
Now, oh goodness me, ended in the midfield.
7.
Freya Bell takes the soul of Charlie Goya, but France still explode down the right edge. Dusted down, here comes Morla. Made a French senior debut at the Rugby World Cup last year.
Advantage.
And forges ahead for the French to the outskirts of the Welsh 22. Beautiful ball from Mel, and you can see the intention from Mailangi
Not rolling, number 9.
to find the offload, but Freya Bell is having a seismic game at the moment. Pedusol taps, goes, delivers to Goya, who says merci beaucoup. I helped myself to a first half double.
So alert, so switched on.
What happened behind my...
I don't think half the Welsh team actually knew what was happening then. Brilliant reactions from France. There's a quick tap, look, right in front of the referee so she can go. Again, look, get through that tackle, always looking for the offload.
What happened to the 2 girls that are on the floor now? 15s on me.
Well, if I was her, I'd still be picking rubber crumb out of my teeth after the challenge that Freya Bell had landed on me, but utterly unfazed and hunting more points in blue.
15. 10 seconds.
Levy maximises the effort from the kick, and France lead Wales 26 points to 0.
Really clinical, aren't they? As soon as they get that bit of momentum. This is the big hit. Really good hit there from the Welsh centre. Freya Bell dislodging the ball as well.
Wales, in truth, dominating territory, dominating possession, but not the only metric that counts after 80 minutes. France ruthless with 4 tries to the good already. Snarled up, can only be one outcome. And Wales get behind that mini moment for themselves.
Yeah, you've got to. You get moments like that, especially when it comes down to physicality, which they will have known the threat that France will bring. When they can match that, they've got to celebrate it.
Here, space, and going straight. Both of you. Thank you. Come on.
Well, Philippa, attacking real estate doesn't come much more premium than this. Centre field, just slightly off centre. So what would you be looking to size up here?
I'd be looking to see them coming down the blind side, so the nearest to us on the screen there, you can just see 14s in the middle. See a number 9 wrap around maybe with the 8. They've got plenty of space there and only one French player in the defensive line.
Driving not straight. Look at you, number 1, angle.
Maëlys Mailangi, the culprit on that occasion for not driving straight.
10. Front row. Yeah. If she's not front row, you can go.
As we just wait on the status of Tilly Vuchai. I think was forced into an uncomfortable position in that scrum. Wales haven't hesitated in sending this to the corner. It's a good touch finder as well.
Number 1, who's coming?
And it might just be the last that we'll see of Vuchai, which is a big loss. She is a physical specimen who really throws herself about, even for such a young woman. And it'll herald the arrival of Alal Pearce, another Welsh international. And just over 50 minutes to make her mark. No contest from France, who sack immediately, whiplashingly almost. But Wales respond quickly. And immediately Pearce is into the action. Wales getting real purchase, making dents with the carries. French fly up and clatter Wakely. In the shadow of the uprights, Jones goes close. Weaving back to the short side, Marshall plucks it somehow. Oh, if that had come off, it would have been brilliant.
Number 6.
Ah, nice. Perrollet is sent to the bin for 10 minutes. The warning came a long while ago, but the status remained. And this is a massive opportunity now for Wales to capitalise.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 minutes before the half. They want to get off that 0, don't they? Yeah, not the most sympathetic of pass there for the fly half to try and take, but credit to her, took it over her head and then was attempting to put in a kick in behind.
Unbelievable claim from Hannah Marshall. And Wales fancying their chances against 7 in the scrum, with the blind side watching on from the sidelines of France. Heelan one-on-one here with Rondon, and they do break lines, and Heelan gets given some poor quality ball, and Wales once again fortunate that it's gone forward. It was Zeze, I beg your pardon, who was applying the pressure. Wales just questing for a bit of composure in the 10 metres between them and the line.
Yeah, it was always going to be really difficult for Gwennan Hopkins, because the way that the scrum sort of wheeled, she had to sort of come around it, so it gave the chance then for the French back row to get off and to get into the defensive line.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Ball out!
Ball breaks. And Wales drove down the narrow side.
Get back!
Real joy from the pick and goes, from the one-out runners at the moment, matching France's physicality. Driving to 3 metres shy. Purse barrels on forward. It's muscular, painstaking work from Wales, who are as close as they've been all half. Marshall rips it to Bell, who straightens, and she may have been caught on the floor. It's a brilliant clear out coming in from the wing. And then Purse, again, huge impact since arriving from the bench. The captain, Hopkins, dragging French women with her to the line. They're held up, nestled next to the upright. Wales denied.
Stay held up.
Okay, so a lot of the players there are pleading with the referee, saying they've got it down, but referee was in
I only have the held up. Maybe she touched
a good position, but she is just going to double check it.
Control, held up.
Reaching the final 5 minutes of this half, it's one where Wales. Oh, Hopkins with a captain's carry. Almost single-handedly drags Wales onto the scoreboard. But the carry was so good, she was too isolated. And France get the penalty, much to Gwennan Hopkins' utter disbelief and disgust.
Yeah, you really feel like she channeled her frustration, shall we say, with the referee into that first carry. Well, what a brilliant step through. But yeah, unfortunately, France were too quick to that. And here's the one earlier where she was held up, or deemed to be held up. Yeah, some strong carrying work from her.
Pinch by Robin Davis. And France firing through. Wales can't afford to ponder too long, because there's real aggression in the French pack. Marshall goes crossfield, looks for Heelan, picks out Levy, might just sit up for Heelan, who gathers, and can she get it down? The arms are raised by the Welsh, but crucially the arm of Beatrice Moussi is sent to the sky. It's an opening try of the match for Wales, and it belongs to Gabby Heelan.
Wow, how did she get that ball down? That is so impressive. Lovely crossfield kick here. Just gets in and over behind the head of the fullback with two players on her. Somehow she manages to wrestle to the ground and get that ball grounded. Unfortunate there for the French fullback. That was a difficult ball for her to try and field with it coming over her head like that. But great work rate from the Welsh winger following that up.
Down to the shot clock wire, and Marshall goes close. No additional pair of points, but Wales are on the board.
Yeah, she was close with that kick, wasn't she? Right on the sideline. Coaches will be pleased with that. Yeah, little thumbs up.
I must say that Hannah Marshall has looked very serene at fly half, wouldn't you say? Quite a lot of variety. The French press has been quite aggressive, but if you don't put that crossfield kick in, if you don't roll the dice, you don't get the reward.
Yeah, absolutely. And great to see, you know, at this level, players backing themselves, showing off their skills like that.
Use it 9!
France haven't launched an attack in a while, but when they do, anecdotally, it ends in points. And sliding through is Mai Levy, looking to make amends after her error gifted Wales the try. But once again, meeting the might of Freya Bell, who's been everywhere so far for Wales.
Live it. Back.
Across the halfway. Pedusol gestures to the skies. Amy Williams watchful, and Amy Williams doesn't mind a counter.
You are assistant.
Another penalty to Wales.
Not clear release 12.
And a chance to drive this into French territory one last time before the break.
Another lovely counter-attack there from the Welsh fullback, Amy Williams.
Get back, Luke, get back!
Garros Mel claims the ball before it goes out. The missed touch could be made to pay for Wales. Zeze hasn't had any ball to work with in attack, and now has the arms of Molly Wakely wrapped around her. Goodness me, Marine Kazmierczak has been so impressive in the second row in open play. Mel frees up the arms, finds her captain, who scoops it to Treguet. Could be a hat trick, but she doesn't give it to her centre partner. She goes it alone and finishes with devastating ease. It's a double for both centres from Toulouse, and France respond in a flash.
Wow, she is so impressive, isn't she? It looks like she is just running with such ease when she cuts back in. Really impressed with her.
Well, all coming from that missed touch as well.
How much left?
As you ascend the professional, the age group ranks, the margin for error gets that bit slimmer. And Levy once more splits the poles. France finish with more points.
Always ball in two hands as well, I love that. Looks so casual, just cutting back inside, swerving between defenders.
Last play. Last play. Okay.
She's an imposing figure, Cheguet, over 6 foot, 85 kilos, and moves so gracefully. A real talent, and she's screaming for the ball here from Goya, who breaks the line momentarily. And Mel drops it on the toe. Hopkins is there first. Marshall
39.
spirals to the edge. You don't want to kick it down the throat of Treguet, the mood she's in. I can't imagine this is going to be passed. Oh, it's a wonderful tackle. Freya Bell again to the rescue. Final play, and France going through the phases. Goya just slinks the hips and gets round the edge, and then the offload somehow squirts free into the hands of Grandhomme. Alice Grandhomme allows the French to finish with the first half flourish. Tries raining in the first 40, and most of them belonging to the women in blue.
Brilliant work from the French winger. Had plenty of Welsh players she had to beat. Look at that. She was looking for support, it wasn't there, and she thought, I'll just go myself. All players, all French players looking very comfortable with the fend as well.
Thank you.
Another who's represented France sevens at senior level. She was competing on the HSBC sevens in New York a few weeks ago. It's not a bad trip to be on, is it? Levy maximises the effort of Grandhomme, and the whistle goes, and France have gone at a point a minute in this opening stanza. A double from Charlie Goya, emulated by her centre partner, Ailey Treguet. And at half-time at the Cardiff Arms Park, it is Wales 5, France 40. sun setting on the capital of the Principality, and our blockbuster day of women's Six Nations action here in Cardiff. And speaking of blockbuster, it was a blockbuster first half performance from Les Bluettes. 40 points, 6 tries, 5 of them converted, and a few young women drawing the attentions of other nations around the Six Nations landscape, and certainly you and I, Philippa Tutier.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's been some real standout individual performances already, and we've still got another half to go. I'm really liking the look of Freya Bell in the centre for Wales, and equally the centre on the other side as well. Treguilar at 13, absolutely formidable.
Well, the combination of Treguier and Goya has delivered 4 tries, but there have been bright moments for Wales despite the nature of the scoreline. Gwennan Hopkins, a woman possessed and a woman scorned after her try was deemed held up in the first half, and her vice-captain Freya Bell hitting anything in blue. Big 40 minutes for these young Welsh women, trailing 5 points to 40, and also receiving a kickoff that is hanging in the low sun, but doing well to stay in field. First half was a funny old one. Plenty of territory, plenty of possession. And Wales not short on endeavour, but just couldn't quite find the penetration. France have been utterly ruthless, and Zeze is given a bit more space than she was afforded in the first half and bounces back up and goes for more. Just on the threshold of that 22. Big shoulder arrives on Mailangi. And then Merle, wonderful facilitator in the pink head guard. And the captain scoops it to Goya. Wrestle to the deck. Welsh arms leave her down.
Never release.
But there was no release.
Number 1, never release.
That was good ambition defensively from Wales there, trying to get that steal. Unfortunately, when you are part of the tackle, you've got to show a release. You've got to clearly put your arms in the air for the referee to see, and then go back in on the ball.
The wind has died down in here, hasn't it? It's more optimal throwing conditions for both hookers. Fully 2 going a run a couple of occasions in the first half, but she's latched on with an armchair ride to the Welsh try line. And France stay clinical. 1 entry, 1 score, less than 2 minutes taken. France with try number 7.
Wow, what a way for this French team to come out firing. They're certainly looking to continue their domination from the first half. They're being ruthless, aren't they? Great line out there. Wales not jumping, choosing to try and stay on their feet to defend. But good peel from the French pack. Timed that really well.
Five tries in 3 matches last year in the summer series. Picking up where she left off, no matter the season. Folletou delivers tries at Six Nations level. Levy misses for the first time in some time, but France are knocking on the door of 50.
So well organised on that line-out drive. Everyone knew what they were doing. Everyone knew their roles in that one.
Marshall drops it at chaseable level. Ball doesn't go to hand, but a bounce off the turf and into those of Treguier. Reinstated to the field, the yellow-carded 6, Perlalé. Mailangi continues to pump the pistons. Mel just skips inside, so elusive, so balanced, flips the ball up for Goya, kicks forward of Zeze, and she'll get there first, did she? Well, there was no knock on, she won the race. It's a question as to whether she applied downward pressure.
So what I've got is the blue kicked the ball arrived here. She tried to grounding, but she didn't reach it. And then I've got the red that touched the ball. Okay, so goal line drop out. Goal line drop out. Behind the kicker, please. Behind the kicker.
Wales living by their wits. Goodness me, there must have been a fingernail in it. Zeze looked perilously close to another French score. Wales will have to steel themselves because another attack is being launched in the grip of Garance Merlet. Oh, back row on back row. Perrellet swallowed by Lily Terry. Merlet. Dummy not bought by the Welsh defence. They go for the jackal.
No. Okay.
And Wales have stolen it. Marshall just has to adjust her feet.
Get back, Blue.
And the ball is not an obedient one. And Levy gets herself into real bother, tight on the touchline. And the Welsh chase, led by Kelsey Webster's rewarded.
Got sub.
Brilliant hit there. Stayed in it, didn't she?
14.
This is where the initial
14
turnover
out,
comes
please.
from.
14
Really
red,
good body shape.
out.
Low and in
14
control, and then the physicality here. Winger and 9 teaming up on that one.
No,
Looks like Gabby Heelan's race is run for the day. She will
Open,
have a
please.
try against France
Open
to look back upon fondly. Molly Wilkinson is on, whose sole Welsh senior cap came against France back in 2024.
Not straight.
The competition from France means that the not straight throw is punished.
Touch.
And interestingly, France opts for the line out. Degree of indecision around it as the Welsh coaching side talk about a bit of firefighting. France go long and Wales pounce. Big carry from Wakely. Oh, Marshall disguises the pass well, but it's lost by Wales.
Okay, tackle release.
And France carry hard. Look at the physicality. Lucy Isaac grappling her to the ground. Merlet ripped off into the grip of Grand Dame, who straightens and continues to advance, keeps her balance through the challenge. And then it's Folly-Two, who is upended and driven into the turf. Pedusot hindered initially. Mel. France looking to find a route through the red wall, but the only route through was via a forward pass. And Wales have the put in.
Yeah, playing right on the gain line, aren't they? You can see the French 15. You knew what she wanted to do, trying to put that player in between the two, but unfortunately could only get there with a forward pass.
A big reception for Chanel Williams. Had a few injuries this season. And Molly Wakely of Abergavenny can leave with her head held high. She's put herself about a fair bit. And it's like there's some French replacements as well.
There you go. Number 9 at the towel.
So Anne-Aimant Talalua,
Crouch!
another who hails from Wallace and Fortuna, playing her rugby for Grenoble.
Set!
Onto the field and into the centres.
Going up. You're right. You're right. Okay. Driving straight. Going up. Right. Yeah, 12.
Wow, that does look nasty for the Welsh front row there, sort of got bent back on themselves.
Almost kept in play. The kicking duties have been transferred from Levy to Goya. And her effort just about crawls across the touchline. And it is another threatening position for Wales to be defending a line out. Do they contest? Do they brace themselves for impact? They opt for the former and don't get the pluck. And France burst round the corner and they deploy their big runners towards the line.
Back.
Second attempt doesn't get there, may just be for Bazola. The tank born and raised in Toulouse gets her second of the match.
That was really organised attacking play from France. They had sort of runners lined up in every pocket out wide. Really good attacking shape. Sound set piece there. Peel was pretty easy. And then it's the work of the forwards, working around, offering themselves as carriers.
I think you talked together, TMO and Tam.
It was such a dynamic line-out manoeuvre. Had Wales scrambling. And Goya is offered up a simple one to get her kicking tally up and running. And France are past the half-century point.
Number 3, blue, number 3 and number 2 blue.
They really are a very impressive outfit, so organised, really standout individual players as well, high skill level, really impressive.
Wholesale changes for Wales and for France now. Crystal James of Gwalior Lightning and Liz Cook on wearing 18 for a bow in red, a first bow in red, whilst for France it's Tiffon Lessieux and it is Agathe Fournier coming on in the front row. So there's Liz Cook, who's an interesting story. She's from North Carolina and has trained with USA. She's over here studying for Cardiff Met University, and there's just a bit of a tight head dearth, I guess, at this stage, and she's featuring for Wales, but it's not a capture age group. So the Welsh Rugby Union have been in dialogue with USA about Liz Cook getting this experience here today. So an interesting story and a proud moment for her, having done a lot of her studying and playing here in the Welsh capital. France have turned this over and then they promptly knocked it on.
There's the no-con. Let's go back here on the no-con red. No-con red first. So scrum blue.
Yeah, the outside centre there, I think you could see the defensive pressure coming in on her, and it wasn't a clean pass for her to take either. Eventually it went to ground.
Zeze plays her rugby for Bourgogne in Paris.
Bind. Set. Put out.
France break. Down the right, there's a fluidity. Every time Goya gets the ball and combines with Nel.
Okay.
Treguet sent to the floor. Intricate shapes, forwards and backs, but bruising tackles arriving. Lily Terry at the heart of it.
9. You don't need to play on my back.
And you can't have a game of rugby without a scrum half being pulled back for not taking the tap from the mark, can you?
Yeah, I know, absolutely. And in fairness, she was actually behind the referee, so can't do that either. It's got to be in front of the referee, and it's got to be on the mark.
Touch found. And it'll be interesting now to see how these fresh combinations for those Wales and France are able to perform now in these closing moments. Guillaume Lafont in charge of the French outfit. Rich experience in women's rugby, rich experience in developmental coaching, in fact, long time with the academy from a male perspective, and now in charge of this talented under-21 crop. Goya, Treguet playing a different game to everyone else on the field. The facilitator for Ines Zeze. Another try for France. And another big hand from Ailique Treguet, but Ines Zeze finishing the job.
Yeah, lovely backline play from France. Silky skills, the catch pass, I mean, it's so zippy. Really fast, lovely bit of movement there from the centre, linking up with the wing. That's quality. How many times do you see a try butchered in that 5 metre because players haven't fixed the defender or they haven't moved defenders enough, but that was absolute quality.
Goya in a hurry to get the game restarted. Doesn't land the kick, but Zeze gets her try.
Good comment. 12 red subs.
Known as en mode fusée in Zeze, which means the rockets in French.
Lovely.
Lift off on the left wing in the second half. More changes
There you go. When you want.
for Wales. And the captain securely claims it. Roboam sets it up, and then the turn of Perale.
A bit back.
Now
Stay.
puts an up and under on the diagonal that is watched all the way.
Stay now. Okay.
Marshall drops into the 22 and
On the mark.
Not quite sure what Mel was trying to do there. Philippa, can you give some expert opinion there?
Let's just say this series is all about learning at this age, and yep, sometimes it just happens.
Blue.
The dummy mark.
Yeah.
You need to play.
Here we go. Well, that's not bad, is
Go
it?
back, Red.
Threading it
Let's
down
go
the
back,
5
Red.
metre channel. But Wales have it in their possession. Hopkins
Release it, Claire.
travels back. Isaac, first receiver. Numbers here for Wales. Knocked forward in the tackle from Grandon.
Okay, man, take.
Webster tries her
Knock on the
best to
tackler.
collect.
Here. Knock on the tackle by Blue. Scrum.
Good defensive pressure there from France on that outside edge. Now, Wales did have their overlap, so the last French player had to go up and try and put pressure on the pass.
She's off. Okay. That's the mark.
So Lilou Pedusot has left the field for France and been replaced by Mayana Goni of Bordeaux. And I also think that Mancla Dosso, the loose head prop, who wears 16, is primed to arrive into the action in a moment. Penalty Wales.
The bindings. Move the bindings. Bindings. Okay.
Marshall's got a very unique kicking style. It's like a footballer volleying it.
Yeah, she sort of comes around it, doesn't she?
Stay, don't close
So
the gap.
Mais Mailangi has gone off. And Mancla Dosso is on in her place. Sharp hands. Wales get on the outside edge. France gambled in the defence, but Wales power onto the 10. Kicked through. Gets bounce it, sees it sit up. Grandhomme is covering.
Taking 2 to 50. Back Blue. Back. So back red. Taking to the 22. Stay.
Well, no, she can't send it out on the full. Marshall looks up. Tries to spot some room on the diagonal. It's at a 50-22. You betcha.
Beautiful. How brilliant. Well done, Hannah Marshall. Yeah, in the halfway, just on the halfway line. Looks up, sees a space, executes a perfectly rolling kick.
Open, please. Thank you.
Chanel Williams is
on the front, not straight.
throw goes awry, so
Not straight.
all the good from the 50-22 is undone, and it's another scrum. Well, no, another line out for Wales to contend. It's curious that France are going for the line outs when their scrum is so dominant, and they have had falterings with their line out.
Open.
Stolen by Wales, and now they can launch an attack in transition. Williams surges ahead. France have willing jacklers at every breakdown at the moment. The support needs to be bang on for Wales. They move back left, where there's numbers. They make half a metre. Onto the front foot, they look to go again through Robin Davis. Penalty. They tap, and they go right through the middle. Crunching tackle from Lessieux. The arms part begins to burst into voice. They sense a second try. Picking and going right through the heart of the ruck. 2 inches short. And a penalty. And pass. And Wales driven back at the last gasp. Oh, Zeze with a huge hit to deny a certain try at the hands of Hannah Tudor.
Let's go
Well,
back.
Zeze gambled, and she absolutely walloped Hannah Tudor.
Not rolling.
This was the initial tap from Sian Jones.
Great, thank you.
That started the momentum for the various picks.
Here come Wales, bit between their teeth, winding their attacking sails, shaped through the backs. Webster bounces off the left, powers forward, and almost makes it to the line. France standing resolute. Welsh forwards just picking and going, inch by inch, carry by carry. Looking to break down this blue wall. Marshall goes cross-field again, and it's almost kept in play.
Okay, so it's
Great
22.
bit of invention,
It was kicked.
but ultimately fruitless for Wales.
22.
Yeah, right idea. The French defensive line had been sort of squished over to the one side. There was no one on the outside edge of the post. But unfortunately, just a little bit too much on it.
Chloe Vial of Toulon, who's one of the under-19-year-olds in the
Okay, 10-1-1,
ranks, has
back.
come on for Ines Zeze. There might be a bit of a reshuffle here because Chloe Vial is a fly half by trade. Formed a brilliant partnership with Lilou Pedusson in the under-18s last year. So we may see some personnel shifted around. Wales are really beginning to blossom in the backs. Webster pins her ears back, runs out of room as the tackle arrives from Grandhomme. But there's a fluency to Wales in these last few minutes that has been absent for much of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, thanks.
Especially when it comes to the outside backs. This is the most we've really seen them connect.
France successfully to the tail, to their tower. Kazmierczak.
Okay. Vintage.
Just that little travel holds the Welsh defence, and France whip it
Back.
to the left edge. Lost in the transfer, and Goya manages to move forward,
Go back
and
on the advantage.
worryingly, she stayed down. But mercifully, looks just to be cramp.
Is that a front try?
Just cramp? Have you ever had cramp? Thank you very much. It's very painful.
Thank you.
Take your time. Have it stretched out properly.
Time off. Is that a front try?
Nothing the magic sponge couldn't fix, right?
But no, in all seriousness, I mean, again, this is part of the process of the 20s, is the conditioning element to it as well. And cramp sometimes can come in if maybe a player hasn't had that much game time. Sometimes it can even be nutritionally as well. Due to a lack of potassium, sometimes cramp can come in. So these are all things they're going to be learning at this level, the nutrition side of things.
Is that why you inhaled a Mars bar at half-time? so that you didn't get commentator's elbow?
Absolutely. It's all about those half-time snacks to boost you through.
Here, the brains of the operations there in Guillaume Lafont and Lisa Burgess. And it's not a full 5 rounds in the Six Nations, the under-21s. There's 3 rounds. We've had double headers today in Edinburgh, Cardiff, Galway. And next up, it is round 2. So for France, they'll be hosting Scotland in Tarbes. And for Wales, they'll be travelling to Piacenza to face the Italians who went down to Ireland earlier today, and then it wraps up for France at Goldington Road, the iconic Goldington Road in Bedford, as they face England. And for Wales, it'll be to Caerphilly as they host Ireland. We're just drifting off a fingertip from the French. So advantage for Wales, but they want to do more than come back for the scrum. They spill forward, and it's a great kick, fashioned out of nothing. But
Number 9 red off.
well, it's a short advantage. I could have sworn that was knocked on by the French jumper.
For me, the knock-on was done. Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to get a glimpse of Katie Bevans wearing 21 for Wales. Who is on for Sean Jones. Katie Bevans, very good strategic kicker. Outstanding over the ball as well, which is not always necessarily
Number 9.
one of the traits that are associated with scrum halves, but certainly one of the threats in her armoury.
Bind. Set.
Just one chink in the Welsh defensive armour enough, and then a midriff poleaxe by the right shoulder of Molly Wilkinson. Oh, cut in half. Rondon still with the ball, and arriving is Kelsey Webster.
Forward pass, yeah. Blue.
Some brilliant
Red.
defensive work then.
Forward pass.
Beautiful run here, gliding through. We'll wait for it, just a second too late to make that pass, and the hit comes in.
So there's Kelsey Webster, who came in with the hit later, but Molly Wilkinson is the one who gets the highlight reel.
Bind.
Kelsey Webster herself,
Set.
very, very good tackler. Very much a utility talent in the backline division. And it's opening up a little bit. And Wales are beginning to seize their opportunities when they see space. Isla McMullen accelerating through a half hole.
Stay.
Marshall steering Wales round the field via her boot, but into the hands of Vial. Treguet, here comes trouble. Treguet, it just had to be a hat-trick for Treguet, who dismissively fends off the final challenge, and the inevitability comes true as Ailey Treguet helps herself to 3 at the arms part.
Brilliant, just backing herself on that outside edge. It's almost like she's got a force field around her. No one can get near her.
From hit. That's the line.
And gets her handoff in the end. Always looking for a handoff.
There must be a new stats metric on the Six Nations website for
20
handoffs.
seconds. 20.
And her centre partner, who she beat to the trio of tries, makes it a 7-pointer. And France stretch their lead yet further.
Beautiful little in and out, wasn't it, to get around the last player.
Wales 5, France 64. Come on, Wales, come on, Kerry!
Wales 5, France 64, just under a dozen minutes to play. And France might just move through the gears now. Tap and go. Fractured field to aim at. And floods of French women pouring through into the Welsh 22. Desperate tackle, knocked on by Grandhomme. And another gilt-edged opportunity spurned by the French.
Great scramble defence work, though, from Wales. I mean, lots of hands on hips there. That was hard work. Again, another quick tap we see from France, wanting to keep that tempo high Lovely interlinking play, always looking for the support players,
Number 8.
but they're
Fred.
brilliant track back.
Gwennon Hopkins makes way. And we welcome Kiara Pearce. And the captaincy will pass to Lily Terry.
I think number 17, blue, substitution.
And victory looks like it's coming at a cost as Tifon Lessieux, the replacement hooker for France, is helped from the field. And it's always a sad sight, particularly in round one, and particularly Philippa, when these young women are so close to senior call-ups, because there are a number who are already capped, but the way that these groups have been training with the seniors, all of these Welsh girls have been down at the Vale training 4 days a week with the seniors. They're fully embedded in Sean Lynn's operation, and the same can be said for France in Marcoussis as well. It's not a leap, it's really a hop from this level up into the seniors.
Yeah, exactly right, and that's what it's been designed for. It's such a fantastic asset to have now, this pathway with the 18s, the 21s, and then going into the seniors.
I don't think Gwennon Hopkins is going to let that held up try go for a while, by the way.
Bind. Set. Hold it, hold it. Stay 9.
A concrete scrum, and really for the first time,
Stay
as
6.
far as Wales are concerned. Williams's kick finds a few bounces and then gathered in by Vial. Treguet ships it to Talalua. Goya seems to have taken up residency on the left wing now to accommodate Talalua, and also Vial, who is playmaking alongside Mel, who's just been quietly quite brilliant out there today with 10 on her back. Keeping the ball alive, keeping
No red now.
Welsh women chasing hard at live defenders. And then space spotted, Grand Homme snaffling, driving hard, offloading to Talalua. And France are at it again.
Their evasion skills are just fantastic. Every collision, they'll get an edge somewhere, whether it allows them to offload, get another meter in the contact. Lovely little kick in behind there, gathered, but in this the support play, always players on shoulders. You know, these French girls are working really hard.
Hit. 25 seconds.
There just seems to be just such a comfort amongst all the French players in their offloading and their support play. Really, numbers on the back are irrelevant unless it's set piece time. It seems to be entrenched in the way that they go about their business.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just so lovely to see that sort of reactionary style of rugby, you know, forgetting the number, like you say, on the back of the jersey, just looking for space, putting the ball in space, putting players in space, just that reactional basic level of rugby, because you can build everything else. You can build the set piece in, you can build the more pragmatic style of play, which inevitably has to come in at international level, senior international level, but equally just to see them, like you say, so comfortable moving the ball around is brilliant.
A lot of this group are going to have eyes on the cycle that follows the next Rugby World Cup. I know that France are very much looking at them from that perspective, as a huge proportion of their players are maybe going to be in the twilight of their career by the time that World Cup comes to a conclusion. And the future is looking very bright indeed. French under-18s undefeated for a 5th consecutive year, and starting off at a lick here at the Arms Park against Wales in the Under-21s.
Lady 9, you can't.
From here.
Mel, once more,
Okay, 10.
Goya. Ability to free the hands and just squeeze an extra offload every time. So difficult to defend, and again, the French turning their bodies, looking for the support runner.
Okay.
Wales, though,
Play on.
fire through. And turn the ball over in a painful clinch. Sharp from Wales. Now it's their turn.
Stay 22.
But the pass
Okay.
falls awkwardly on the shins of Kelsey Webster, who then locks down and thieves the ball. Brilliant bit of play from Webster.
So quick to that, wasn't she? Brilliant body position, strong over the ball, winning that ball back.
Oh,
Get
touches
back, Lou,
missed.
get back.
It's a few times for Wales today
Okay.
from penalties. And they've been made to pay quite brutally. Goya back inside to Mel. This is electric from the French, who slalom through the remnants of the women in red.
Back
But
hit.
one last
Not
extravagant offload doesn't quite stick. And we won't get the try that I think every neutral wanted.
How does she take that pass literally behind her back? Plays it back in field, and here, this is where the decision needs to be made earlier. The fly half there, just holding on to it a split second too long. That ball had to go.
Philippa, what's tough day for Wales? You know, you just need to take one look at the scoreboard. They are up against a brilliant French side here, teeming with individual talent and uber connected as a side. What do Wales take from this game today?
Oh, there'll be loads of learnings from this. I think the intensity that France have chosen to play this game, and how can you control that? What can you do to affect that? How can you slow things down at the breakdown? There's going to be so many parts of this, but there's still some positives as well. Some of their defensive work and their scramble D. Scramble D, you know, is when all the structure is gone, and it's just up to you. How willing are you to get up off the ground and run back? And that shows real heart and commitment. So coaches will love seeing that, because Wales have been forced into that quite a few times.
Do we play
It's always going to be tough, a scoreline like that, playing against the team. But this is how you get better, right? And this is what this series is about.
That's the scrum. Time on.
It's a very calm and casual allez les bleus in there from one of the French pack as they G themselves up for more scores.
Crouch.
Less than 5 minutes remaining. And Katie
Boy.
Bevans surveying the options right and left from this centre field scrum. Wales worthy of one last attacking launch. But they are obliterated by the awesome 8 of France. And it's another scrum penalty. And their menacing carriers fall into formation. It's almost like a flying V.
Yeah.
Shift to the right. Perrellet launches
Levitt,
herself.
you're on the floor, Levitt.
And as the light dies, the fire in the French certainly does not. Fully two, already a try for the hooker. Back on the field, looking for more. But Wales repel them valiantly. Double, triple, quadruple pump, gets herself in a tangle. And Wales deny the French once more, and A yellow card.
10 yellow card.
And Wales will finish with 14. Hannah Marshall to watch on from the sidelines.
Number 10. Knocked on. Deliberate knock on.
And Wales ready themselves for one more wave of bluettes.
Hold up.
And they hold them up.
To me, not right.
Courageous defence in the dying embers of this clash.
Red.
Scoreboard against them. But the fight still very much within the Welsh.
Behind the kicker.
That'll be interesting now. Are they going to choose to go long, try and push France back, or are they going to look to go short and high and try and get the possession back, one last attack?
Talalua zips it in field, and in a flash, it's in the hands of Treguet, who gallops almost through the tackle, who was always going to offload. Smart hands, fast feet, crisp offloading, rugby to die for. The gift of the game in a Gallic grip. And Mayana Goni rounds off another sweeping move in blue.
What a counter-attack from them. Shipped it through the hands, one half break, gets in the players in behind, quick ruck speed, the urgency to still play. They've got 76 points on the board, and the urgency to keep that ball alive is still there.
Second.
Well, Philippa, as we watch the lesser spotted conversion in a scrum hat about to unfold, we've talked of Wales. I think that was the easy question. The $1 million question is, how is anybody going to stop this French side?
I know, absolutely brilliant though, isn't it, to see a team flying and enjoying their rugby as well. You see all the smiles on the faces. You feel like it's a team that if you play in here, no matter what position you play, you're going to be touching the ball, you're going to be attacking, you're going to be in the wide channels. There seems to be, like we talked about earlier, a bit of a freedom to the way that they play, which must be so enjoyable. So I can only commend the coaching staff of this French team and the work that's being done in their pathway.
Into the final minute. A few seconds remaining as France and their insatiable appetite for tries go on the hunt for one last score. Dossop does well to hold on to that, moving at pace. Vial sees some space, ball stays in field. Lonely place for Wilkinson, who contorts herself for the offload.
First,
and France steal the ball, offload once more. Peralay, 5 metres out, and Wales
First.
and a turnover saved the day.
Time is done. If you want to end, you need to play the ball. If you want to play, that's fine. From here, from here. Yeah, it's fine. Open. Let's find the gap.
Stolen by France. Vial goes cross field, seeks out Treguet.
She's back.
who makes her first error of the day. It goes back and then finally forward. And an evening of utter French domination is brought to a close. A dozen tries worth of point-scoring pain inflicted by France on Wales in the opening rounds of the Women's Six Nations Under-21 series. France, you run out of superlatives to describe the way they've gone about their business here today at the Cardiff Arms Park. There were certainly moments of light for Wales and more than crumbs of comfort for them to take on to the ensuing rounds. But Les Bluettes have laid down a marker here in Cardiff. Full time, Wales 5, France 76.
Turn back.